Hello viewers, welcome to the channel. In this video we'll see how to create this model in FreeCAD. To create this model we'll use three workbenches: PartDesign, Sketcher and workbench. I hope you like the video, and if you can support the channel with a donation, I really appreciate it. To support the channel, simply access the first link in the description of this video. First, let's go to FreeCAD, create a new document, and let's switch to the PartDesign workbench. Okay, and now what we'll do here is to create a sketch. We'll create a sketch and we'll draw this section here using ellipse tool, and then we'll make 5 copies of this sketch here and we'll apply these parameters here. So let's create a new sketch in XY plane. Okay, and now zoom out and go to sketch geometries, these tools here, and click here and select this tool here, ellipse. And now click in this origin point and draw this sketch. Okay, and now select horizontal constraint and make this line horizontal, and now select constraint distance tool and let's set the size for this line here. For this line here we'll set a length of 160 for this first section. Okay, and also let's give a name for this dimension. We'll set width. Okay, and now click in this vertical line and let's set a length of 90, and also name we'll set 8 for this dimension, and okay. Okay, and now escape 2 times to leave the sketch and press home. And now let's go to the model tab, and what we'll do here is to create a copy of the sketch. Select the sketch and click on this icon, copy icon, and then in this button here use original selections. Okay, and now we'll pass the sketch here 5 times. Okay, and now we'll select this all sketch here and drag the sketch into this body here. And next what we'll do is to rename this all sketch here to sections. Okay, now we have these names here for these sections. Okay, and the next thing that we'll do here is to apply these parameters in these all sketch here. So first here what we'll do is to start by these parameters here, the position, attachment. So what you do, let's go to FreeCAD, and first here we'll select this section 2, and then we'll go to properties, attachment, click in this arrow and select position, and now see position. We'll change here to the Z position of section 2 to 20 millimeters. We'll set 20 here. Okay, and now select the section 3 and the Z position here is 80. Okay, and now what we'll do is to set the size of these all sections. So let's go to the second section, and now what we do, we go to sketch constraints, and here we can see these dimensions with these names here. So for example, the second section here, a value of 108 and 100 for the age. So we change here to 108 and here to 100, and for the section 3 we have 108 and a height of 120. Okay, and now we have this, and let's press home and you can see these all sections here. And now to create this solid here, what you'll do is to use this tool here, Additive Loft tool. So what you need to use this tool here is to first select this first section here, select this section, and now click in Additive Loft tool. Okay, and now what we'll do is to add these all sessions one by one. So clicking this button, add session, and select this session. Click again and select these all sessions. And now click OK. And as you can see, now we have this result here. Okay, and next what we'll do is to create this part here, this part. So what you do, we create a new sketch in axis plane. Okay, and now switch to the session view, and first here what we'll do, select line tool and draw this line. Okay, and now what you do, we'll change this line here to a construction line. Select this line and click in this icon. Okay, and these 2 points here will set constant, and next we'll set this angle here 50 degrees, and also this dimension here 300. So what you do, first we select this angle constraint, and now this line here and this vertical line, and we set 50 degrees, and now select constraint distance tool and this line here. The length of this line, as you can see, is 300, so we set 300 here. Okay, and now let's hide these constraints and select polyline tool now. Select this tool here and set these two lines perpendicular and these two lines. Okay, and next here we'll set the size of this sketch here. So what to do, here we'll select constraint distance tool. Okay, here we can see a diameter of 25 for this part here. So what we do, we select this line here and we set 25 divided by 2 millimeters, and we get 12.5 millimeters. Okay, and now let's set this angle here. What we'll do, select the angle constraint, and now this line here and this line, and what you do here, we set 10 divided by 2, and we get 5 degrees. Okay, and now to full constraint this sketch here, we have to set the length of this line here or this line here. Select constraint distance tool, click in this line, and let's set 240. Okay, and now leave the sketch, and now let's create this part here using this tool here, revolution tool. Select this sketch, so go to model and select this sketch here, and now revolution tool. Okay, and here we must change the axis to construction line 1. So we click here and we select this option, and now okay, and as you can see, now we have this part here. Okay, and next let's create this part here. To create this part here, we'll need to sketch. So create a new sketch in axis plane, switch to the session view, and now what we'll do is to select line tool, and now click in this origin point and draw this first line, and next click in this end point and draw this line here. Select arc tool, and now we'll draw this arc here. Draw this arc. Okay, and now escape, and let's set these points here, tangent. Click in this constraint here, and now select parallel constraint, and let's make these two lines parallel. Okay, and now escape and select this line here. We'll change this line here to construction line, so select this line and click in this icon. Okay, and now let's set size of the sketch here. So first here, what you see, we see this angle 50 degrees. Select angle constraint, and now these two lines here, and let's set 50. Okay, and next let's set this distance here 165. Select constraint distance tool, now this point here and this origin point, and set 165. Okay, and now we'll set this radius here 70. Okay, and now as you can see, we have 2 degrees of freedom here. So let's try to full constraint this sketch here. Select this point and this point here, and let's add vertical constraint. Select this line and now this constraint distance tool, and let's add 7. Okay, and now leave the sketch. Okay, and now let's go to the model tab and let's rename the sketch here to perf sketch. Okay, and now we create a new sketch. We can select XY plane for the sketch, switch to the session view, and now what we'll do here is to draw a cycle. Select cycle tool here and click on this origin point and draw the cycle. And next we'll set the diameter of this cycle to 26. Select constraint cycle, and now the cycle here and set 26, and escape 2 times to leave the sketch. And now what we'll do is to change the attachment of this sketch here, but first let's rename the sketch to profile sketch. Okay, and now right click on mouse and select attachment editor, and now click on this button and let's zoom in and select this line here, and now okay. And next, to create this part here, what we'll do is to use this tool here, a div pipe tool. So what you need to do is to first select this profile sketch here and then a div pipe tool, and now click in this object button and go to the model tab and select this perf sketch, and now click OK. And as you can see, now we have this part here. Okay, and next here what we'll do is to create this thickness here, 3 millimeters. So first here we'll go to add Loft tool, this operation, click in this arrow, we'll copy these all sketches here one by one. So first I select this section here and this icon and original solutions, and now past icon, and I do the same for these all sketches. Okay, and now what to do, first let's close this arrow, and now we'll make this all sketch visible. Select this all sketch and spacebar. Okay, and now what we'll do is to rename this all sketch. So for example, this first sketch here I will rename to session 1 and this to session 2. Okay, and now what to do, we select this all sketch here and drag this sketch into this body here. Okay, and now what we'll do is to change the attachment position of session 1 and session 6. Okay, so select this first session and now go to attachment, click on this arrow and position. We'll increase this follow here to 3 millimeters. Okay, and now go to session 6 and attachment position, the position here will set 271. Okay, as you can see here we have the thickness 3 millimeters. Okay, and now what we'll do is to change these parameters here. We'll change the size of this section sketch here. So for example, we go to this first section here and we'll change the width here to 106 minus 6, and we get this 154. Okay, and now here we change to 90 minus 6 and we get 84. Okay, so let's go to section 2. Here we'll set 174 and here will be 94. Okay, and now we're able to create this thickness here. Okay, so what you do first here we need to select this section 1 here and then we go to subtractive pipe tool. No, we go to subtractive Loft tool, click on this icon, and now what to do, first here let's hide this part here. Okay, and now click in add session, and let's add these all sessions. Click again and add this session. Okay, and now just click OK. And okay, if you want to see if we have a thickness here, what you can do is to change the draw style to wireframe. And as you can see here, if we change to the front view, we can see these two lines here, so we have a thickness here. Okay, and next what we'll do is to create this fillet here with a radius of 20. But first here we'll start by this internal edge here, so we'll select this edge and then this edge here, and now fillet tool. The radius here, as you can see, is 20, but here we'll set 20 minus 3, the value of the thickness, and then OK. And now what we'll do is to create this fillet here. We select this external edge here and this edge, and now we select fillet tool and we set 20 here and OK. Okay, and now let's go back to flat lines. Click here and select flat lines, and as you can see we have this fillet. Okay, and now what we can do is to create this pocket here. Let's create this pocket, and then we'll create these holes, these two holes here. So let's create a new sketch. Click in this icon, select axis plane, switch to the session view, and now what to do is select arc tool and we draw this arc here. Okay, and next select polyline tool here, click on this endpoint, press N 2 times to draw this simple line, and now connect this point here and select horizontal constraint and make this line horizontal. Okay, and now we'll set the placement and the size of this sketch here. So as you can see here we have 20 millimeters between this point here to this origin point. So what you do, we select horizontal distance tool, but first here we need to drag this point. Okay, now we select this constraint here and this point, and next this origin point, and we set 20 here. Okay, and we have the distance here 42. Let's set 42 here. Okay, and next we have a distance of 10 here. This vertical distance here, we select this tool, and then we go to this line here and we set 10. Okay, and now select again this vertical distance tool, now this point here and this origin point, and the distance here will set 274 millimeters. Okay, and now we have 1 degree of freedom. So what we'll do, we'll set this right here 70, select constraint cycle, and then this arc here and set 70. Okay, and now leave the sketch and click in pocket tool. Okay, and now set true goal and smart to plane and click OK. Okay, and now let's create this hole here. To create this hole, what we'll do, first let's go to the model tab, and now we go to this revolution here, and let's create a copy of this sketch. Ctrl C, use the original selections, and now click on this past icon, make this sketch visible and drag the sketch into this body here, and now double click. And what we'll do here is to change this dimension. Double click, and here we'll set 12.5 minus 3 millimeters. Okay, and now leave the sketch and let's create the hole. Select groove tool. Okay, and now what you need to do is to change the axis of this revolution. So we'll click here and select construction line 1 and now okay. And as you can see, now we have this hole. Okay, and now let's create a hole, this hole here in this part. So what you need to do is to go to the model tab, and down here we need to go to this additive pipe here, clicking this arrow, and let's copy this profile sketch here. Click copy and use original selections, and now paste the sketch here and let's make this visible. Drag the sketch into this body, and now what to do, now we'll change the diameter of this sketch here. So select the sketch here and now go to properties, constraints, and here we'll change to 20. Okay, and now let's try to create the hole. To create the hole, we'll use this profile sketch and this pipe sketch here and this tool here, subtractive pipe tool. So what you need to do now is to select the profile sketch and then subtractive pipe tool. Click in this button, go to the model tab and select path here. Go to tasks and now click OK. Okay, and now let's see if we have a hole or no. As you can see here, we don't have the hole. We don't have the hole here. So what we can do to create the hole in these parts here, first thing that we'll do is to delete this operation. Select this operation and delete, and also this sketch here, delete this sketch. And now select this profile sketch and this path sketch here and create a copy. Okay, and now let's close this body here, create a new body and paste the sketch here and select these two sketches. Drag the sketch into this body and spacebar to make these two sketches visible. And now select the profile and let's change the diameter of the circle here. Let's set 20 here. Okay, and now select the profile sketch again, and now this tool here, additive pipe tool. Clicking this button here, go to model tab and select this pipe sketch and now click OK here. And as you can see here, we have this part here, this part. So now what we'll do in order to create a hole here, what you need to do is to change the workbench to part workbench. Click here and select part workbench. Okay, and now just select this body and now this body here, and let's create a cut here. Okay, and now as you can see, we have a hole in this part here. Okay, as you can see, it's all for this model. Thank you for watching this video. If you found this video useful, please leave a like, a comment, and share this video with your friends.